Let me show you all of the camera pro mode settings for Honor 600 Pro. So we're gonna start by opening our camera app, and then we can move all the way to the right to find the camera pro mode. Now we're gonna start from the top left corner and move to the bottom. So if you click on this button, you'll be able to activate automatic flash, or if you click on the light bulb, it will make your flash always on. You can turn it off if you like. Then you can move to the photo format. You can switch between JPEG or RAW format as well, but keep in mind that in RAW format you won't be able to zoom in. Then you can click on this icon, which shows you some of the settings that we've already covered, like flash and format. You can then activate the histogram for the camera on the interface. You can change aspect ratio, but in most cases this option will be locked. If you can activate or deactivate watermark, you can add or remove camera shutter timer. You can enable or disable grid lines and leveler on the screen. Then we can move to the most important settings about the camera pro mode, and the first one is metering. You can change for how much of the screen your camera will try to focus on. This is a pinpoint. This is a point where it tries to just focus on the middle, and this will try to capture a wide area. Then there's ISO, which allows you to adjust the sensitivity to the light for your camera lens. So the more you move it to the right like this, the brighter your photos will be, depending on the light in on the level, and more you move it to the left, the less sensitive it will be to the light. Depending on what you're photographing, I prefer to have it on the lower side than the higher side, because you can compensate that brightness using two settings that I will show you right now. So we have a shutter speed. This allows you to change for how long your camera shutter will remain open when you take photo. The longer it is, the brighter your photos will be, but at the same time you will need to keep your phone steady for exactly that much time that it shows right here. So for example, right now it will take 30 seconds to make a photo. If I move my phone a tiny bit during that time, then the photo will be blurry. So just make sure to balance it out so that you don't have long camera shutter if you're not using phone holder. That will make it ultra steady. Then you can put it on automatic, of course, and adjust the exposure. So you can change exposure into negative or positive. This basically changes the brightness again for your photo, but it won't be dependent on ISO or anything on the sensitivity of the light. It will just apply that dark and light color to the photo. I mean light as the actual light. Then there's the focus. So AFS is autofocus for the specific area that you select, like this. So if you want to focus on something specifically, go for AFS and then just select it on your camera feed. If you want, you can go for continuous autofocus, which will try to just focus continuously on a specific object and try to track it. And lastly, there's manual focus, which allows you to just focus manually. You can go into this, which will give you a depth of field effect if you make a photo of something that is close to your camera lens, or you can go for middle, which will keep it balanced, or you can move it to all the way to the right, which will try to focus on the most furthest objects on the screen. But I would just recommend to go for one of those options with autofocus, because if you don't know what you're doing with focus, then you can ruin your photos with manual one. And okay, and then we have the auto white balance. White balance, you can switch between different white balance levels, or I'm pretty sure you can also adjust it manually using that last option. So you can set it however you like, but I would just prefer to have it on auto white balance. So that is all of the settings. Thanks so much for watching, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing.